up, Knowledge family? We want to say thank you for the 1K. Appreciate it. This is the crew. Everybody, you say your first name. We go around. Everybody know me already, but
Regina.
I'm Lavelda.
I'm Jada.
y'all know I'm NJ. So, let's start with a toast. Thank you for the 1K. Everybody subscribe. This is for all our subscribers, all our viewers, old subscribers, new subscribers, everybody. Thank y'all so much.
Congratulations.
To all of y'all.
Yes.
We're gonna do a topic, y'all. We're gonna do hot topics. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But first we're gonna start off with the first one is, let's do Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon, he have 12 children by 6 different mothers. In 2012, he was diagnosed with lupus and kidney disease. And he said that he don't provide his mothers with any type of support, that he just give them what they ask for and what they need, okay? It ain't no type of alimony. He said he ain't doing that. He said whatever they need, whatever they want, he never deny them what they need. And that's their child support agreement. Okay? Nick Cannon worth $20 million. So, what y'all think about that? He said he ain't doing no child support. Made it clear that they don't take him up there. There ain't no child support thing. Whatever y'all need, y'all get. We ain't doing that child support. Y'all kick rocks on that. That's how I keep it.
I think, considering the income that he has,
Talk a little bit high.
considering the income that Nick Cannon has, this is a viable income. He's constantly making money. So if he says that he can provide you whatever it is that you want, based off of what he's saying, if they come to him, they don't have to have a set amount of money. If you ask for it, you're gonna get it. He says he don't give himself an allowance. He doesn't feel that way about himself. So therefore, his kids and his baby mamas or whatever they ask for that they can get. I think it's privilege. It's something, I guess, what they call first world problems. You know. So if he's able to provide that monetarily, I don't see a problem with it. I mean, I feel like if the average man could handle it in the living room versus courtroom, that would be ideal. However, but he has it. He could back it up
Financially,
he can back it up.
The question is,
right?
how much time is he spending?
Now,
Right, exactly.
That's my whole point.
This
Money cannot buy the time you spend with your kids. I mean, if you got 12 kids and you always doing
He
your
has
chores,
a radio show, a podcast,
exactly.
television show, so that requires a lot of work.
12 kids, what time do you have
I
to spend with
100%
12
agree.
individual kids?
Because
Money can't buy that time spent.
right.
But
and so, what kind of quality time are they
this is
getting?
my thing.
None. They're not.
After child number 4, 5, or 6, then at this point, it's not just Nick Cannon's responsibility. Every one of these women knew after child number 6, this time was going to get fractioned off.
Exactly.
So it's kind of like you can't just put the onus on him. They knew that. They knew that time was going to be diminished. And it's kind of like, well, this is who you chose to be your child's father. That's just like saying you decide to marry somebody or be with somebody, and you know that they can only be there 8 months out the year.
Well, of course they're doing it for
But
the
you
money.
knew it. But you knew that going
Half
in.
of the time.
Some of them.
Yeah.
Some of them.
But after child number 6, it's kind of like, you got to work.
But after child number 6, my question becomes, why you, and to each his own, but why do you continue to have children?
Right.
Even if you can financially support those
Right.
children, and you claim you have enough time to spend with these children, why do you continue to reproduce outside of religion, which I don't know what his religion is.
Well,
I know that he has lupus.
Yeah, he does. And
I've
that's what I was
heard
going to
it
say.
rumored.
I
Yeah.
wonder if he's trying to do that to keep his legacy alive because he feels like
I
he's
think
getting ready to
I've
go.
heard.
But you have a
Something like that.
disease.
Okay,
Right.
that's where I'm going.
That's-
I've
So
heard
why
that
would you
he's doing
continue
this.
to do this if this is something genetic?
It's rumored that he's
That's true.
doing
You know,
it so
why would
that
you
when he
continue?
needs a new kidney, he got.
Oh wow.
A better I mean, that's what I've heard. Rumored that
Someone of your
lupus
kids,
causes
right?
kidney disease.
Exactly.
When you need a kidney, you have to have a match.
And
You're
you got
more
enough
likely to
give
have
to
a
'em.
match if it's a relative, if it's
Exactly.
your biological child. I don't
Mhm.
know if that's what he's doing. I've heard that rumor.
A commodity.
Some
I don't
people
know.
will say that.
I mean, that's what it is. To see.
And I'm sure he
I don't know.
knows.
I think he's just trying to get them all out of there to
And
kind
trying to
of keep
keep
his
his
legacy
legacy
alive.
alive.
You know, like this nigga Cannon's son, this nigga Cannon's daughter, this nigga, and he
Well,
got
that could
12
be
of them.
true.
You
It
know
could
what
be
I'm
true,
saying?
but why
That $20 million go
continue?
fast, honey, with
Yeah, I'm
12
sure.
kids. I'm
12
sorry,
kids.
especially the
It's
older
really
they
no
get, the
money.
more they eat and all that. It's gonna go quick. I'm
And who
sorry.
to say they might get up and get grown and might
Because
want
that's
to sue
already
you?
over half of that 20
Your own
million.
kids.
And what
Yeah.
happens when
Okay.
the mother decides you ain't spending enough
Exactly.
time with my child, so I want
He
child
can't be
support.
spending much
So
time
you
with them
filming
kids.
it,
There's
what
no
you
way
got a
in
babysitter
12
back there with your child in the room while you
And that's-
filming it? That's not spending
Yeah.
time with your
That's messed
child.
up, man.
It's messed up.
He can't be spending that much time.
No.
with
Yeah,
them
it-
kids.
You
It's
cannot. That
definitely a
one-on-one
trade-off.
is very important. You,
Just one me with my two kids.
yeah,
I find it hard to give them
Yeah.
the time that I feel like they deserve all the
yeah,
time.
because they jealous. They
And
gonna
that's
be
just
jealous of
working
the
a
time
regular job.
Yeah,
spent.
that's true. Then you got Kim Burrell. She's a gospel singer. And she said, she got on an interview and she said, she told these interview people that Beyonce jammed her music for 11 hours locked in a room doing the rough patch with her and Jay-Z. Kim Burrell and Jay-Z did a collab on his album 444, and in that album he did an apology to Beyonce for all the negative things he's done to hurt her feelings and all that. Okay, Kim Burrell was in the background of that. You know, it sounded pretty good and all that. But anyway, when she went on the interview, she told everybody, you know, Jay-Z told me that when Beyonce heard that song, Beyonce played the song over and over and over in a room for 11 hours and stayed locked up in there. Then finally she came out to forgive him. Now, a lot of the social media people, a lot of people out here say she shouldn't even open up her mouth and said nothing. Now, what y'all think?
She should have kept her mouth
They said
closed.
she shouldn't have said nothing. She should have kept that. And she said, well, it's some more stuff that he told me, but I ain't going to tell y'all that. I'm just telling y'all this part right here.
Well,
That's wrong.
That wasn't her place.
Yeah.
But I don't know what's
And he
wrong. I don't see
confining
anything
her
wrong
big-
with her, Beyonce locking up for 11 hours. When
Yeah.
you're going through something, nobody can tell you how to feel.
Writers that
Feel how
write
you
books
feel.
and novels lock up and stray away for whole months at a time. So hey,
Right.
people deal with
And-
things in different ways.
Yeah, and I feel like when she said she know more, but she not going to say anything else, I feel
Right.
like she actually started something.
Right.
Well, that's what she
Because
wanted.
I know
Right.
that Beyonce probably wouldn't want.
What
She
they
probably
say, a
didn't know
dog
that
carry a
Jay-Z
bone?
said
Say what,
something
yo?
to the lady.
What the children say these days? Do anything but clout. Ain't that what they say?
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
the children say.
Yeah,
Even negative attention.
I
exactly.
just think she
It's
should have kept her
attention.
mouth closed.
Of course
I
she
really do.
should
I feel like she should have
She
kept
got
her
to get
mouth
her
closed.
numbers up too. Don't forget.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Is she dropping a new project?
Yeah.
Yeah, she might be
Yeah.
dropping a gospel
project.
project.
course.
But see, that's what I'm talking about them gospel people. See,
Oh,
they
please. Don't even start
be
with
the
that
first
one.
one to talk about, y'all need to do this, y'all need to do this, y'all need to join church, Lord this, Lord that. Then go on an interview and tell these people business.
Exactly.
Now I'm quite sure that Jay-Z probably thought that was the one to talk to.
Right. He
Someone
probably
who's
looks at
inside the
some
church
spiritual
Exactly.
guidance.
and won't tell his business. You know, it wasn't like he was out here telling Tanika and Tay and all them. his
Exactly.
business. He told somebody that was into the church singing gospel
The
songs.
Because he
Her
felt he
first thing
could
she-
confine
right,
her
church first thing
because
she
of
do.
her background and her
Jay-Z
religion.
said that Beyonce locked herself in the room for 11 hours.
That's myth.
Mm-hmm.
That's mess.
Gossip.
That can start some mess.
Mess.
Right there.
She need her numbers
Church
up.
supposed to be messing
So
now.
you told, yep, there it is.
That's
Somebody
the
in the
biggest
you know better.
myth.
If you want to get the tea, go to church.
Yeah, no, that's right.
What?
You should
Oh
know better.
yeah.
They be
Go to
sure
church,
talking.
babe. Ooh, look what she got on. Oh, he
They
going with
came
her.
right
Oh, she
Uh-huh.
sit up there in the front. Oh yeah, that's how they do that.
She messing with the pastor girl.
Oh
I know she is.
yeah, yeah. All of
He
that.
get her
happen.
good props.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. You see how she passing that collection
Yeah.
plate? Uh-huh.
Just watch it. She gonna have that skirt all the way up there. Sit up there in the front while he preaching.
Uh-huh.
What?
That is. And then sit right next to his wife.
Oh,
Look at
yeah.
her. Look at her.
And she don't. And don't forget this. Dang, that's how
Ah, that's it right there.
Yes.
So how about Khadijah?
you do. You're about to make me choke. Don't do it to me. Honey, she done shot this man over
Khadijah.
breakfast for cooking for these children.
That ain't what it was
Khadijah
about.
I know it. It's been domestic violence.
Khadijah said that her husband, her and her mother, now she was on Facebook. Now this one came out of her mouth, so we gotta go by kind of what she came out of her mouth with and what she put on the Facebook post. But she did say in that video, he don't cook for his kids, he don't clean up, he don't do nothing, and he questioned my loyalty and all that. So she 28 years old, Jeremy Brown is 28 years old. He kept on asking her, please. Her mother was there too, and her mother was edging it on. Yeah, you know he don't do nothing. Yeah, and I'm over here and I'm cooking that. Mama got her own house. I'm over here cooking that. Yeah. Okay, cracking her like a little hen. Okay, she in the background. So then the daughter finally grabs him and all that, and pow shoots him, whatever. And then he lays there. And now the grandmother, her mother, runs outside, whooping and hollering, oh, Jesus help us, oh, Jesus help us. She was egging it on from the beginning. Okay? She should have been talking to Jesus inside before that even happened.
Or telling her to put that gun down
Right.
and stop acting like that.
Right. So he's gone, and then you got two kids that just lost, you got four kids that just lost their two parents in a matter of seconds.
Yeah.
What y'all think
Who
about
were
that?
there when it happened?
It
Yeah,
was
you
her.
can hear them
The
screaming
kids were
in
there.
the video
Four
on
kids,
the
but the
recording.
oldest, right, that was the oldest girl who was down there when it happened.
And it seemed like
And
the
the others
gun was
upset.
produced so fast. It was just like out of nowhere.
She grabbed it quick.
She grabbed
Like,
it.
she went and got the gun so quick.
She ain't went and got no gun. The
She
girl already
had that gun.
She already had that gun.
The
Oh,
thing
wow.
of it is,
She already had that gun.
from what I gathered, just from what I've seen, this relationship was toxic.
Already.
She was making Facebook posts about him being bisexual.
Oh,
She was making Facebook posts about their relationship.
childish.
Yeah, he had called the police to escort him to the house to get his stuff, and the police wouldn't do it. So that's why he was on.
Is
the
that
phone.
what they think, or that's what they?
That's
know?
what
That's
was
allegedly.
said. That allegedly
Allegedly.
he called the police to escort him to
Allegedly,
the house to get his
because-
stuff, and the
But why was
police.
he cooking?
Because he wasn't cooking. Her mother came
I
over
thought
to
he
their
said, I
house
thought he
cooking.
said he was ready
thought
to
he was
work.
getting ready to
No,
go.
no.
He
After
was
he
trying
got
to
off
leave
work.
her, and he was getting his stuff to leave her, but he said he was going to work. He said, "I'm trying to go to work."
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because I know he was like,
He was getting ready to
calm
go to
down.
work. He was
Just
getting
calm
ready to go to
down.
work, and he kept asking her mother. Her mother was dogging the thing.
And he
But
was on
then
the
you
phone
run
with his
outside
uncle.
all terrified after your daughter. Why you tell her to put the gun down?
I think it was a setup. I think that her daughter. I think the daughter called the mother over there because
Yeah.
she knew
To
she was gonna
watch.
do something to him.
Uh,
Because see,
I-
your mother
I
is the
don't know.
best alibi.
Right.
See, if
But
that
why, if that
Facebook
was
wasn't-
the case,
the
though, why
Facebook
would you
wasn't-
go on live?
No,
Yeah.
that she supposed to cut that off. See, it
But
had
they
got
didn't
too.
have him like
It had
that.
got too heated before she could come back and turn it off. Because believe you, that woman, Khadijah, did not want the whole conversation because on the last video I just did, I have it where you hear the sheriffs come in, what the sheriff said, all that stuff.
Oh, really?
And so the sheriff came in and they was trying to do something with Jeremy. They really was.
Hey.
But then the other sheriff said, one of y'all go get the kids. Because he went in and got the kids and took the kids out the back door because the father was laying right by the front. Okay? So one of the sheriffs said, did she tell y'all what happened? Yeah, she said they were fighting and the gun went off.
See there?
The first
See,
thing she
that's
said
when you
was,
let me
"I don't
know."
want to go to jail after that gun."
That's
went
what
off.
let
That's
me
the first
know.
thing you hear her say.
Right. And that's what lets me know that she meant to do it. Because the reason why I said she meant to do it, because I paid attention to a lot of details. Y'all know that
Right.
was all I did for 30-something years, investigate, do stuff like that.
Right.
When she said listen, she told the police that they was arguing, and the gun went off, right? Okay, then she says she didn't know it was a bullet in the chamber, right? Okay, so if you're not really meaning to shoot anyone,
Why your hands on the trigger?
why is your hand on the trigger?
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So
Even if you take the clip out.
right, even if you take the clip out, you pulled it because it went off.
Oh,
It's not like it dropped
and
and
went
went off. You pulled it for it to go off. So
Right.
you mean you pulled an empty gun just to say, aha, see there?
No.
That's not what she did that for. So you have to listen to what people say.
Right.
I didn't know it was one in the chamber, right? So for you to say you didn't know it was one in the chamber, what happened to we was fighting and it dropped and the gun went off?
Right.
See, those are two different things.
It's a setup.
It's a setup.
It's a setup.
That's why I said it was a setup. Because she coming with two different.
And if he's in the process of leaving her, which she didn't want, she didn't want that. So that's her way of trying to get back at him. But
did y'all see that mama with the red scully
I
cap
didn't
on?
see it.
She was over the stove with a red scully cap on. I'm not burning her up. What grandmamas be over the stove with red scully caps on? Come on now, y'all even know.
Bought her out of the bed.
I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? She was getting down with the red scully cap on.
She got out her
And I was like,
sit up.
I was like, now.
What was that in the you know, because
I didn't see
But see, I froze it on the last video.
Maybe she had an insurance
I
policy.
froze it where y'all probably did. Where y'all could see her scully cap. And I was like, if I was them kids, I wouldn't want nothing grandmama got. not with that.
It's some insurance somewhere.
How many times y'all went in the house saw y'all grandma when we were growing up? Had a scully
Not
cap
cooking
on.
with
She
a
might have a
scully.
scarf on.
Right.
But how many times she had a scully on?
No.
Come on now. Something real stink about that.
I got a lot of
Because
things about that.
Yeah. Okay.
But you know, we down here on the Gulf Coast too. I'm
Yeah.
thinking about probably go to that trial, but Mississippi is because you know they'll give you a media badge,
Right.
and you can go sit in the trial as long as you don't like be filming and nothing
Right,
like that.
okay.
You have to take notes,
Mm-hmm.
and then you come back and let your people know. So since we right here by it,
What part
probably
is
go
it?
ahead. That's Columbus.
Okay.
Has she been
It's not
arraigned
that far.
yet?
It'll be a good trip for all of us to do anyway. They give you a media badge. It gets you kind of in the field of being able to take notes and then report the notes back and things like that. So
I'm a good listener.
that, yeah,
I
you
pay
know what I'm
attention.
saying, and you pay attention to a lot of things. It's almost like you being a jury, just
Exactly.
listen.
Right.
But then you come back and report to your people and discuss it and talk about what you think about day 1, day 2, day 3,
Right.
Yeah.
things like that.
it was definitely a difficult video to even listen to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I stopped after that.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
they start and she, oh my God, I'm like, oh,
I don't want to go to
I didn't
jail.
even
That was the
jail.
first thing she
I
said.
don't
But I'm
wanna
tell you right now,
go.
she down there eating them hard and grit.
Not on
Yeah,
floor,
on
not I
that
didn't
baby.
mean to, not.
Mississippi don't
Baby.
play down there. I
No.
don't even think they give you grits at Mississippi. I know how Mississippi
You
is.
know, tell them probably just some
They
water
probably
and
say,
It's
bread.
Toast.
like driving through Mississippi.
No.
What? I'm telling you, they something else.
She couldn't even use the excuse that hell we was drinking and da 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 da.
Right.
No, because it was 7 in the morning.
Right, she could,
Seven
you know,
in the
things
morning.
could escalate. You could at least sometimes you can kind of say that might have did, but she couldn't even do that. It just escalated and escalated to a point.
She
But it
wanted
was
to
like
go.
it to the
And then
point
she
she was
did.
messing. She was picking
Okay,
at him.
yeah,
she
she
was
was.
pushing
She was
him, and this
picking.
man wasn't really even saying anything. No more than he getting ready to
Leave
go.
me alone. Don't
And
hit me.
Don't
You
hit
heard him
me.
say,
Don't.
don't hit me.
And doing all
Get
this,
your
but
hands
you
off.
That was making her
still.
madder and madder.
You
Because
still
he
wanted
wouldn't
this
fight
man
back.
to act
Wouldn't
out on
fight
you
back.
on film, so you could have an excuse of
Right.
shooting
I
him.
wonder.
But it's not like that.
Right.
You did it.
You right.
She wanted this to be. That's why she did this live. Cause she wanted him to act up.
Mhm.
So
But
she
he
can
did-
have a reason.
Right.
So it didn't. And Mama there, the witness. Oh, he hit her. No, he
Yeah,
didn't
that's
hit
what I'm
her.
saying.
No, he
You
didn't
know
hit
this
her.
can't be the mama's first time butting in there
Oh,
and
of
stuff,
course.
right?
Why is she there 7 o'clock in the
right,
morning?
but see, I'm wondering
Cooking
what
breakfast
kind
for
of
the
mom.
kids. Why
I'm
the
In
wondering.
the house. Why you in
He
at your
must
own
have a
house?
real
too?
humble mom. You know, some moms
Right.
know that the girl mom is more feisty, and they just probably be
I don't
telling their
understand
sons
why
or
the
whatever.
mama was there cooking breakfast.
At 7
Why
o'clock.
the kids, mom? Why
I
why
said
couldn't
she
she
should-
cook her own kids breakfast?
Because she was being
She
messy.
stay at home
It's a
mom, too. She don't
setup.
even work.
That's really
Jeremy-
Even if she worked, she wasn't getting ready for work. The time she was spent arguing
But
with
why
him
you
could've
want
been
this
used
man to
get
come
her
in
kids
after he
breakfast.
done got off work
No,
or
he
going
was
to
always-
work
right.
to fix breakfast? Why would you want him to do this and you sitting right there? It's a setup.
I know it ain't no eye for an eye and all that, but I have sons. Me and Mama have to talk.
Exactly.
Me and Mama would have to
Oh,
talk
we would
because see,
definitely
that's
have to
not
talk.
Mama's first time butting in that. You know what
Mama
I'm saying?
telling her what to do. She's 28 years old. She's still young-minded.
Yeah.
And ain't no telling what she seen her mom and her
There's some
dad do.
28-year-old girls that's very mature.
Right?
But
But
that
for
one right there
her,
was just raised. Yeah.
but for
In a
her,
toxic relationship.
Yeah.
The fact that her mama cooking with a scully on that
of course, but that let you know mama and daddy used to get down too.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
seen
Yeah.
this.
The mom seems to be
And the
really
mama
used to
just
it.
good in telling her what to do.
Yeah. She seems to be really
Trifling.
Is her dad in this?
Just trifling.
Trifling ain't
I
the
ain't heard
word.
nothing about
Ain't
that.
heard nothing about that.
And I tell you, if a daddy was in life, he wasn't there instigating nothing.
No.
It was that mom
probably
with that
ain't even
scully
with her
cap
anymore.
on, and then she was
She
looking a
probably
plump
trying to
mess.
whoop him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. She
Uh-huh.
probably is used to
And she,
seeing that.
the
You
apples
know,
don't fall far.
you know what? You ain't lying. Yeah.
Learned it from somewhere.
You
Mm-hmm.
ain't lying. She really did. She learned that from
Cause she
somewhere.
ain't said nothing about, look, stop, don't do this. Y'all stop these kids
What
here.
she-
Don't do this.
Yeah.
Y'all need to stop acting like this. You still over there
She ain't say
showing.
nothing about the Lord.
Turning them
He
grits.
wouldn't even cook for his kids.
Right.
Yeah.
Turning them
And then she
grits.
had the nerve. Jeremy was on the phone and he said he was on the phone with his people because
With
see
his
now
uncle,
she done
yeah.
snatched the keys to all cars,
Oh.
right? So he can't go nowhere. Her car, his car, everything, right? So that's when he talking to the uncle or whoever, and he was like, "Y'all might want to come get me and send one of his girl cousins over there to handle her because he didn't want to put his hands on her, right?"
Right.
You hear her mother in the background talking about, ain't nobody coming over here putting no hands on nobody. Okay, but y'all can stay there and double team him until he gets deleted.
Exactly. Now you done killed this man.
Right. So
Because
that
he
was
wouldn't
wrong
fight
too.
back.
Right, he wouldn't fight back.
He would fight back.
Domestic violence.
Why is it that someone, when they get mad at their men or boyfriends, whatever, the first thing they call them, with your gay ass?
They always gonna say that. Oh,
Why
you
they do that? Because I
faggot.
mentioned that in my video too.
Yeah.
I said, now we starting to side out of women who say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause
You
they
know what?
bullies. They bully.
Yeah.
And they want them to fight. Cause
They'll
believe it
do-
or not, a
they'll
lot
do
of them get off
anything
on
they
that,
can.
you know?
Yeah, because
right.
a man will get real upset
Right.
when you say that. But
Some-
like I said,
Some people like love after war.
Some
But
people
not that
only
kind of
know.
way.
I have a cousin.
Mhm.
She said if her guy don't fight her in a relationship, she feels like he didn't love her.
I've heard that.
But that's
too.
that
I've heard
abuse,
that too.
mental
Because
I've
you're
heard
strain.
used to
that too.
operating in
Operating
toxicity, and
situation.
I
so
heard
you don't
Right.
recognize
Mhm.
just
Right.
genuine love. You only know fight,
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it come from childhood and stuff.
but that's what you've seen.
I've heard that
See,
though.
that's sad.
That
Love-
is really popular.
Love
now.
after
A
war.
lot of females are feeling like if that man don't put his hands on me, then he don't love me.
Oh, okay. Well, I can vouch
And
for
we just
domestic
have to-
violence on my own personal experience.
Yeah.
But I'm not the type to be after war. I mean, it'd be war.
Right.
But it wasn't no love, cause baby,
Right.
I'm not the one.
Yeah.
And
see,
I'm-
that's
no,
what
I'm
I
not
think
the
we gotta
one.
talk to our kids more about
Yeah.
domestic, so that they
The
don't get
first sign.
wrapped up into it.
Right,
Shit,
any
that
kind of physical,
Yeah.
mental,
Right.
verbal.
Verbal
Some
or
people are
physical.
verbally abusive,
Right.
and that hurts sometimes
Mhm.
almost as or more than a physical abuse because it attacks
Mentally.
your mind. It breaks you
It
down
makes
mentally.
your everything.
And they defeated you in your mind before they
Mhm.
even put their hands on you.
Your self-esteem be floored. It's just
And
gone.
so you
Right.
stay because you built up the mindset, I can't do better.
Right.
He's made you believe, or she's made you believe
Mhm.
that you cannot do better. And so you stay because you don't realize that
Nah.
there's something different. than
That's true.
that.
Exactly.
The
That's true.
society is perpetuating that, especially on the girls. It's almost to say, let's see how long, let's see how much you can take, let's see how strong you really are.
Right.
And here it is, you have, and it's it's happening not just with the girls, but with the guys as well. Let's see how much you can take to see if you really are ride or die. You know,
That's because
and it's
society has made marriage the goal.
Right.
They make it feel like you can't, if you not married with children by the time you're a certain age, you're not successful. Or if you're married and get a divorce, you fail. So if you're married, you get a divorce, you fail. If you're grown, a single woman with or without kids, and you're not married, then what's wrong with you? You know. So
That
But do
piece
y'all-
of paper.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
just a piece of paper.
Yeah.
I mean,
But do
money.
y'all think that parents need to have an earlier conversation with their adult kid or teenagers, like when they get ready to
Absolutely.
graduate, about DV
yes,
relationships,
Right.
absolutely.
and let them know what it looks like, what it's not supposed to be like,
Right.
and what love is and what love is not.
Yes.
Exactly.
I think we have that conversation a little bit too late.
We should have that
Some of it.
conversation when the kids, when you feel like your child is old enough to date, you need to have that conversation.
Exactly.
with them.
I think
But then
so,
you
too.
got a lot of kids that's born in one parent homes, you know, and they only see the love on one side. But when you got two parent and they are performing like they supposed to, and they see the love and the caring, and then that carries on with them. That is in their mind. This is what I want me as a person to be with someone else, to be the way my mom and my dad. But if you got one parent and then here this one come, this one go, this one come, that one go, then what they see is, well, it's not that they are practicing it, but they see it
Right.
and they don't think nothing wrong with it.
Mhm.
But the conversation with them as love and what to expect and what to allow is very important, regardless if it is a one parent home.
Right.
Because my mom raised us by
Right.
herself,
Mm-hmm.
and I know from listening and what she
Mhm.
said and how she raised us and things that I would not allow, you know.
Right.
So-
Right. And I'm thinking, and now the time that we spending a lot of time on this because we really
Yes.
want to help the community. That's what we do as girls, friends, best friends, all that good things. And we have our boots on the ground out here. Y'all know how we do. But I'm spending more time on this because we really need to reach some of not only our younger adults, but to just reach parents as well.
Right.
And my thing is, even if that father is not inside of the home, like we were saying, and you're right about a 2-parent household, things like that. But one thing that my family did, my mother, brothers and sisters, if she had a sister that was a single mom, those kids would spend a lot of time with my grandfather
Okay.
because our family still wanted to give all of the kids a father figure to look
Exactly.
at. You see what I'm saying? So just because the father is not in the home, is that female close to her father? She might not be close to her father either. That's when you say, well, is she close to an uncle
As a father figure.
as a father figure?
Yep, it could be.
And sometimes the female can go visit that uncle a little bit more with the kids, so the kids can see a man's figure.
Right. I did my son
But
like
that's
that.
how my mother, sisters and brothers, well, not the guys, but the girls, if they were single and things like that, they would take them to my grandfather
So they can get
so,
that
so
meal.
get that male perspective. You see what I'm
I
saying?
also
And
did
things
experience
like
that doing it with my son.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when our relationship didn't work, his dad and I made sure the friends that he associated with were like families that had fathers and mothers that was together, that
Right.
they were someone that he can look up to, because he did learn a lot.
Right.
That, fixing on cars, being in a family. And I appreciate the families that he spent this time with, because he needed that father figure. So I agree to that. I mean,
Right.
somewhere
And that's
in
awesome.
their family.
If people just need to think about that, see if they can find the next best thing in the family,
our
male
friends,
figure or friends, right? That can uplift and their
And
kids
help
can
mold
see.
their
Right.
kids.
Yeah.
Right.
let
And
them
that's
see
where
that
community
side.
comes.
That's true.
That's where
A woman
man
can raise a
raises
man
child.
to be
Yeah.
respectful,
Right.
but she cannot teach him manly things.
That's true.
Right.
So you
That's
need that male figure, a father figure.
Now, Eva Marcel.
Mm.
Eva filed for a divorce on Michael Sterling after 4 years of marriage. Eva is asking for legal primary custody
Right.
of their 3 kids. She asking for child support and support for the care and maintenance. Now, I thought child support was care and maintenance. But anyway, hold up. She says she wants child support, she wants support, also wants support for care and maintenance
Legal fees.
and medical costs and equal half of assessments in their gain together. So anything that they got together, she want equal split down the middle.
Right.
Okay? And she want their debt to be equally divided.
Right.
Eva is worth $4 million. Michael Sterling is worth $4 million.
But she was in foreclosure.
But that's put together. That's their income. She
Together?
worth $4 million, he worth $4 million, but they saying they only worth $4 million because they
Together.
combine their
Oh,
stuff
okay.
together.
Okay.
Okay? And so now when she decided, check this out. When her and him had a discussion to combine their assets together, a couple of months later she filed for a divorce.
Right. Because they was together Valentine's. They was in love. Valentine's Day.
Yeah, but check this out.
And then March 6th.
She convinced him to combine their stuff. See, they had it separate. She
When did she
convinced
do
him
that?
to, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't but a couple months later. Then she divorced. After
After?
they combined their stuff. Now,
What's
I
the
ain't
time
saying
limit
that
on
she
that,
did.
though?
It just,
I'm trying
it
to
just
see.
seemed a
So,
little.
I'm
it
trying
just
to say,
looked a
it
little
ain't
funny
no
to me.
little few months that she had them to combine.
I don't think it was like a few
I
months.
hope.
It probably was like within probably like a year or 2 or something. And she
I mean,
did
they
it.
only been married for
4
a year.
years.
So.
But still, I mean, why they wasn't done at the beginning?
Like a prenup or
Right.
something. No, they ain't do it like that then.
I mean,
So then you,
celebrities think
Yeah.
differently than we
Yeah.
do.
and
So what y'all think about her
Yeah,
woman?
I don't know.
actually-
I mean, I also heard about the HOA fees that she was in foreclosure for.
She probably was. I don't know.
They did. I heard about that, but I don't understand. In February, you was together.
Do we know
And then
why?
March.
Why
Yeah.
she filed? What
No.
was the reason?
She's not saying what the reason was. She just filed for divorce. And then she was like, I want child support. I want full custody. Full custody, I mean, no split, no nothing. She wants full.
It's a third person somewhere.
You think so?
Yeah. It
I
just don't. I just
for
think,
her to file for full custody and be doing this, the third person seems like it might be
Yeah.
on his side.
it's a third person
You think so?
somewhere.
She
I
wants
don't
full,
know.
yeah, she wants legal and primary custody of them 3 kids. She wants child support. She wants support for care and maintenance, medical costs. She wants equal half of all the access they gain together, and their debts to be equally divided.
Well, he also said he's
That
gonna
sounds
fight
like
for
a
his
woman
marriage.
scorned.
Yeah, he did.
He
say
said
that.
he's gonna fight for his marriage. He love her, and he's fighting for it.
It
Yeah.
sounds like a
That's what he
woman's going.
Yeah.
You sound like a woman
That's what it
scorned.
sounds
no.
like.
Mhm. Third person somewhere.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. He said I'm fighting for her. That's why.
I
Okay.
mean, I've always kind of been a bit of an Eva's fan,
Yeah, I am.
and I like them together, so I hope they can make it work.
Me
I don't
too.
know
And-
what the
and I
situation
do.
is, but I hope. I know in the past she's had bad relationships.
Right.
Her oldest child father was very abusive,
Mm-hmm.
which is why this guy got custody of her
Oldest,
oldest daughter.
yeah.
Mhm.
So
And the last name.
right,
Mhm.
and so I'm saying custody. I mean he adopted her.
Right, he
Adopted.
did. Right,
But
right.
I'm hoping that they can make it work. If not, but for the fact this child, the oldest child, has been through a lot and she needs stability.
Yeah, she did.
And I got, just from watching their show, that he really loved that little girl. And that
Yeah.
was his daughter, and she looks at him as her father. And so I just hope that they're able to make it work.
So what you
Yeah,
think
'cause
about? Do that sound like a woman scorn to you?
It does sound like a
Yeah.
woman scorn to me, you know, and I also look at it like this. I don't know the backstory of the two. I do know Eva. I knew Eva Pickford from America's Top Model.
Right.
Right,
I
Eva,
haven't
right.
really followed her career. I just wonder, who's the moneymaker in this thing, and then when they started looking at this, at these debts, whose debts are we talking about?
Mhm.
Right, that's what I was. Who debt are we talking about? Is we
Who
talking
debt are we
about
talking about?
he has accumulated a lot of
Yeah.
debts,
Yeah.
or she accumulated a lot of debts? Because I did notice that she said she want all debts.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's
To
what
be
stuck out
split
to
down
me.
the middle.
And so the first thing
So
I'm
he-
thinking
mhm.
is that, well, hell, if I'm making all the money here and I'm looking at all the stuff, what kind of debt you got? I don't know who Michael Sterling is. I don't know who he was.
What do you
before.
do?
Yeah.
I think he's an attorney. I think.
He is.
Okay.
He is.
Well, I would imagine. I mean,
Oh.
this lady's got, she's got series. She's got money coming in from all
He
kinds
be in
of
a law
avenues.
firm. I know.
I'm-
And she
This
using the
is
same
to me,
lawyer
it's
for
a-
Atlanta House.
That she
sounds
has.
That's small.
That she has money, and she's like, what, debt wise, look, this all your stuff, just go ahead and go take it all. And I do think there is another woman somewhere because she mad.
She is.
She
It
mad.
sounds like
So
she's
do you
mad.
really,
She
do you
sound
believe
like
that
she's
she
mad.
is doing this to get his attention, or does she really? To me, it sounds like she's just doing this to get back at him, and she may even drop this divorce
Maybe.
lawsuit.
I hope so, and I hope they can work it out.
All I know
hope so,
is,
too.
for me personally, if I made the bulk of the money and I found that you was stepping
You gotta
on
go.
me, not only do you need to go, and then you know what, and all this debt that you got, you need to take it. Take that
Yeah,
with you
because-
as well, cause we done. And I would be upset.
Yeah, 'cause
And
you know,
I would want everything. I would full custody. Yeah, give me that. Everything that we got here, give me that too. Yeah, I would. I would be all Angela
Every-
Bassett.
Oh yeah, like what you do?
Cause
Who
you
put
know,
Yeah,
y'all know.
Wait till it tells.
Wait till
What the
exam.
name was?
Y'all know Neil Long kind of went through the same thing, and that's why I was saying you could tell like it sounds like a woman's gone.
Yeah.
Because Neil Long, she went kind of with the same. Not that her situation was like that, but she was moving to where he was and all that, and then
Right.
come to find out
He was
he was
around.
messing around with
Mhm.
someone on the staff. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, why didn't you tell me this sooner? So I didn't have to pack
Uproot
up my
life.
stuff and uproot
Right.
my life and come over here. So when I saw that Eva was just like, I want this, I want that, I want this, and I want this, split it. I mean,
The third
that.
person.
It does sound like a woman's going for real.
Mhm.
I mean, really do. It really do. Now, Jonathan Majors,
Oh.
woman accused him of putting her paws on her. His lawyer released a text message that he said shows that the woman that blaming him for putting the paws on her, that he really didn't. And her text do say that it wasn't an attack.
It was her. She started the argument.
It was her. She started the argument.
She called him
He
texting a
didn't,
woman on
but
the
she,
phone.
she told the police
That's
and
what she
everything
said.
that he choked in there. They in the back of a cab or
Mhm.
Uber or something.
Yeah.
I think it was an Uber.
His
Yeah.
phone starts going off. She gets upset, whatever. And then they said it wasn't like at that moment. She waited like the next day or
Yeah.
something like that, and then told the police. He put his hands around my neck, tried to strangle
Went
me.
there with
He tried to
bruises.
whip me and all that.
But
And
she
then they
recanted
say-
that story.
But they
too.
say at the hospital it really wasn't that. Allegedly, it wasn't really no bruises
Bruising.
that they could see. They going by what she's saying like my head hurt and this,
Right.
that, you know
So
what I'm
he
saying?
took her hand and he slapped her or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, something. I don't know.
But they got cameras in these.
But her text messages do say, "I'm sorry. I told the police officers and stuff that no, he didn't strangle me, or no, he didn't do this. No, I mean, so she's texting him saying, please forgive me. I talked to the people, and I know you got good lawyers, but I really tried to tell the police officers don't push this no further, but they did it anyway. So it's like she's trying to, you know,
recant
it. Yeah. So what do y'all think about that?
I mean, you called and you went there, so what you expect? This man, he's somebody you can look up to. He got money. Of course, they gonna try to railroad him.
And ringing a bell.
Yeah.
You cannot unring a bell.
Jack.
Right.
You know, so.
If a woman say you hit her, abused her, all that good stuff right there, come right here for a minute. If she say that you abused her and you did this, that, and then later she sent a text message said, you know what, I did tell the police you really didn't do that, but the police did it anyway, this, that. Do you feel like now the police done took you down, you done lost endorsements, you done lost everything because she said this. And now she's texting you and saying, I'm so sorry, I told those police officers that no, you know, that. Do you feel like you need to press charges on her for lying? Like, do you need not press charges, but sue her for defamation? Or how do you feel? Do you think women need to go to jail for that, or do they need to be sued by the man for that? For lying.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely try to get my retribution for the lie itself. You know, of course, I'm probably during the process of the whole thing in the beginning, I tried to prove my innocence, or maybe I was saying something, but the tabloids and the media is going against me because they're gonna believe the side of the woman firsthand, anyway. Especially if you got a history. Depending on the guy too, you know, I don't have a history.
He played on Creed. You know he played in Creed.
Oh, I saw about that. Yeah, the guy who played with
Michael.
Yeah. He just
that's him.
I saw that. Yeah, she lied. She lied about that though.
I mean, allegedly she lied.
They still
about that.
arranged
Even
it.
though she did put in them text messages, she didn't mean that. But that's what I'm saying. What do you think? How do you feel? Do you think it's getting out of control that when women get mad at men, they're starting to say, he did this to me, he did that, just to get back at him?
I ain't gonna lie, that's a question for y'all. Cause
we putting it on y'all.
Yeah, you put on me because, like I said,
We throwing y'all in jail.
If you have a history,
We throwing y'all in jail.
But he doesn't have a history.
It don't matter if you have a history or not.
So like, every woman I deal with.
If you didn't do it, how you feel?
Yeah, I'll tell you, like I said, I'm gonna get my
Let her
retribution.
go to jail and let her sue her for lying.
I would sue her for the
lying.
amount of money for the endorsements I lost.
Before
Before,
girl ain't got that.
I don't care.
Mm-mm.
I put a lien on every dollar she made going
Exactly.
forward. The Army
Wrong.
pulled their ad campaign with him before he was even arraigned.
Exactly.
I think that, you're
That's
right.
So
wrong.
I would sue her for that money I lost. That's income out of my pocket.
It will set a legal precedent and make people think twice about doing things when they
Exactly.
at this point, hey, if you're gonna go out on a limb and you're gonna ruin me, well, guess what?
I'm gonna ruin you.
I'm gonna ruin you.
Mm-hmm.
And there's got to be. I do agree with that. There has to be some sort of consequence when you speak illy about somebody, and then they lose their livelihood. Because essentially, that's what you're doing.
And regardless if they find him innocent, they still a lot of people are not gonna even come back to him.
Also,
you
know, people, you're making it hard for people who actually are attacked.
Right.
Because you're making, now I'm second guessing every woman who coming forward because this woman and this woman over here lied. So did this really happen?
Right.
Just like the guy, I forget his name, in California that was like this football star.
Michael Irvin?
No, not Michael Irvin.
Oh, because this one did Michael
the
Irvin.
guy
like
who
that.
was in college and the girl said he raped him. He went to jail for years. He was on the track to be drafted by the NFL.
I remember that.
So
So see, this is happening too much. This is just, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's just totally disgusting. When the women get mad at these men, they start making false claims. A lot of them, not all of them. And what I'm saying is what should be done to these women that keep making false claims on men, and these men are getting their whole careers taken. They're getting endorsements taken. I mean, everything. They're getting everything. And then the woman just moseys on along and finishes doing whatever she's doing. And she don't have to think twice about any type of repercussions.
But that's on
Go to
because they got
jail.
money.
Who got money?
The dudes.
Jonathan Manning.
I've been in too
No,
many
it's things like that. It's happened to that
I've
out
been in too
here.
many situations.
It's
My
getting
pockets
guys
is,
out
my
here that's
pockets
doing
is
that.
nice, but they ain't that nice.
Okay,
And
tell
so,
me this.
All these
Okay.
women that I've dealt with, I've had some real situations.
Okay, but I tell
Police
you
get
this.
involved, they gonna look at y'all and be like, look, y'all gonna have to sort this out. You go that way, you go that way.
Okay.
They don't-
Exactly. And they ain't gonna look back.
Okay,
Money.
I understand that, but the thing is, have you ever been with a chick that got pissed off at you, and then she tried to either throw rumors on you or try to mess up whatever you got going on or something, but it was a lie?
Yeah.
Okay then, it ain't just rich folks.
No, but it ain't to that degree.
It's still, we talking about women
Every
doing
day,
it to men,
every
period.
day, every day.
They doing it to men, period. I don't care if the man is a millionaire, billionaire, or poor as hell, and just mopping or sweeping the streets out there every day. The point is, why is it that women, it don't matter what it is, when they get mad at that man, they try to destroy them. It don't matter if he's poor or if he's rich. Yes, when he's poor, they don't say too much about it because they can't get money out of it. But what they do is ruin that joker reputation
And
all
rest of his
around the
life.
city and the
Right.
regular local place.
Yep.
They
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah, I can't speak on that because I hurt your feelings that bad, and I guess you get to a certain point and you so low, and if I cause depression in you and I done had your mind all warped or whatever, I'm not gonna cap. That's what I've been told. I had her to the
But you
lowest
don't
of
be
the
feeling
lowest.
bad that
And
she
then-
done
no,
spread
I
that
ain't.
rumor
Oh, it's about
about
what she doing. Well, my people knew me and they knew that it was a lie anyway. So I had a little rep in the streets with her. So they was like, man, that ain't Jay. You know what I'm saying? So it didn't fly. That even made her even more mad. But to a certain degree, like I said, these people got money. So it's like, oh, he did what?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
hey, call
them.
Shanty and New.
Yep.
We finna get, and they want that money up out
Everybody's
there.
there.
But if you ain't really, you ain't got no millions like that, so they like, man, you just stand there. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but I can't lie and say that I wasn't at fault. It is a certain degree to what these dudes are doing, maybe with these women. Now, what she's doing is taking it too far. That's a fact. But I can't cap on myself. The women that did that, yeah.
So you've been a victim of that,
I was
right?
wrong, huh?
You've been a victim of.
He said he was wrong.
Yeah, but I admit that I was wrong.
Mentally.
So that them two women that did that, I can't lie and like I didn't drag them through the mud. So but it got to a bad.
But you weren't. It wasn't a matter of physical.
Physical.
No,
Mentally.
no.
Cheating. Yeah. That's a big
You
part.
can't cheat on somebody who you're not in a relationship with.
Right.
But I can sit there and say maybe I sold a few
Okay, say
things
that
and I
again.
had
You can't what? You can't cheat
I can't
on
cheat
them.
on somebody who you're not in a relationship
But
with.
if you're involved with them,
But
and
you
you
led them
and you
to
got
believe.
them to that point.
Oh yeah, I sold them a few drinks.
Okay,
I got them to the
then.
highest point. I did too much for them only to sit there and just be like, man, move. And do what I want to, and I thought you cared. I don't know what you thought. I don't care what you thought. And it's
see
to the
that?
point to where I look
Okay.
at somebody and it's like,
I know about that situation. Very interesting.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a lot of things. This
Yeah.
friendship, girlfriend, backdoor.
Yeah, no, you said we not using it constantly.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
You know,
wanna
just
say it first,
undercover
we
girlfriend shit, but
Yeah.
friends in the street shit. If you see me with somebody, we just friends, but behind the door, you got me being a girlfriend. That's that bullshit. I'm a boss for that shit, and you will get stoned for that, bro.
That is. I got you.
I'm a witness for that.
it's a lot of emotional damage.
A lot of emotional damage. Now you going to jail. Yeah, you going to jail. You going to jail for now.
So we did get to the bottom
Right.
of why women do that. Because that's all I want to say is
Of course.
why do they like how that chick did too.
Exactly.
So we're not saying that he did Michael Stern or whatever did. I mean what's his name?
Jonathan
Jonathan
Majors.
Majors. We're not saying that he did this. We're just saying that it could be that mess with the head so much to then all of a sudden she just
See,
wanted to
it's
He
not that
knows his
simple.
girlfriend,
Look,
right?
it's
He
not-
knows his girlfriend.
Yeah,
not that
I
simple.
don't think it's his
Jay.
girlfriend.
It was his
It
girlfriend.
was?
And
was
he
his
was
girl.
See,
texting.
Jay,
He's
Jay
in
didn't
that
do
car.
the Jay didn't do the hit and then quit it. He kept him along because they was doing stuff for him.
Yeah.
So he kept him on. So now this girl got feelings and everything.
Jonathan
probably-
Majors' situation she was his girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
And
They
he
were
was
in a
in, if he
relationship.
was in that car texting another woman.
And she
Now,
saw
I'm
it.
just gonna say for me,
Mm.
if he texting another woman,
Or the text came in. Either
or the
or.
text came in, and I'm the girlfriend,
Mhm.
yeah, but and I realize, oh yeah, now I'm heated.
For real?
I'm a text.
I might be on. I
I'm
probably
heated.
been up gave him a
I'm heated.
clothesline through the throat.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna.
You gotta-
I'm heated at this point. I'm heated. You
Yeah.
know,
Lord.
this
No,
Yeah, see, that's that. And I do understand what
Yeah.
you're saying. And my thing is, and the reason why I said for real,
yeah.
because I'm the type, eye for an eye.
right.
Because see, I don't say nothing. I
Oh, no.
check it out. I said, okay, that's
Tic
two
tac.
texts,
I
three
ain't-
texts.
I'm that's
No.
not.
I
I'm just
can
gonna
tell
pay
you.
attention to how you move, so I know how to move.
Move too,
forward.
right?
Yeah.
You
Right,
get
I
three
ain't
texts,
all
so
right.
I'm not
I'm not gonna
I have I have something to say
That's
about
what we
that.
doing, cool.
I want to have something. Look,
I ain't gonna
look,
touch that.
listen.
Because
I can vouch for that ticket tat stuff.
That ain't tit for tat.
Let me tell you
It's
something.
that, okay.
Let's see what
Every
she
time,
said.
and that tick for tack stuff. So, I've been told, oh, you see what I do, you gonna do it. Okay, well, if you don't want me to do it, why you do it? What's wrong with me
Right,
doing what you
right.
do? What's wrong with that? Is there
Right.
anything wrong? Do you think you're wrong with what you're doing? So if you don't think it's wrong, why can't I do it? So you mean that's what you call tit for tat? But no, you wrong though, right?
I mean, yeah. We gonna, of course, we gonna feel the type of way because we want that. We need that control.
I know that, but I'm not that type
But
of
what
girl.
y'all don't realize is if you do right, you can have.
You
the
can
control.
have whatever you
Yeah, a lot of
want.
men do. You got some men out there who do right.
I'm gonna say it just all
But it ain't
depends on
exact-
who that man is. 'Cause
Exactly.
Let me tell you this right now.
Come on.
Because
Come on.
I'm just gonna keep it real with you.
Right.
If I'm Jonathan Majors' girlfriend, I'm in the back seat of this car. Some chick is texting Jonathan Majors, or he's texting some chick. I'm like, this Jonathan Majors got two moves out here on the dog
And
thing,
we all
and this
didn't see it.
that got all stuff going on. I'm like, what's going on here? We gonna have a conversation because at this point, my mind is reeling because this is Jonathan Majors. And this is
Right.
me.
With
You
the
know,
money.
now the tit for tat on Joe Blow down the street might
Right.
be all right.
That's what I'm saying. But when
I'm
I'm
not
not
gonna
it.
tit for tat.
Exactly.
I ain't gonna tit for tat with Jonathan Majors. You know
And
what
you
I'm
got
really
a
trying
point.
to figure out is like,
You
what
got
the
a
hell I
point.
did wrong to mess up Jonathan Majors?
Now you got a point. If
Now I
it's
got
worth
to
doing the
figure
tit
some
for
stuff
tat, you got a
But
point.
at this point, I'm emotional.
Right.
I'm like, what is that? What's wrong?
That's true.
And and I'm hysterical. And
I'm
like,
just
what
gonna
you trying to say?
Her relationship is what you
I'm gonna go on the West Wing
Yeah.
until he finish what he gotta do. I'll be back.
You
You got all the money. You right about
So
that.
I might get hysterical and I might do some hand grabbing because I'm
Right.
hysterical at this point because I might see what I'm losing right about
Yes.
Man.
now. So I don't know. I ain't saying she's not. She's definitely wrong for taking it where she took it.
Yeah.
But I can see how things can escalate.
Yeah.
Now he might not even want her anymore.
He probably don't. I'm sure
I
he does
wouldn't.
that.
I don't think it goes, from what his lawyers revealed when they revealed the text messages,
Right.
you could see that she was the one saying, I'm so sorry, I did try to tell the police that you really didn't do this or you really didn't do that. And you see no text message from him. And his lawyer did say he has not communicated with her
Mhm.
since
Well, he
that time.
should
And that's good.
So he's not.
And I don't blame him because she was wrong.
Yeah.
She was wrong.
Okay. So this is the next one, and then we'll close out. Thank y'all once again, Knowledge Family, for the 1K. We need the
Up or down.
what? Sweet boy. Anyway, we'll celebrate some more after this because I know me. I get some in me, and then I go talk crazy. Knowledge Family, like, I didn't know she was like that. But this is the next one. It's a lot of women out here saying it's hard to find a good man. Men say
Mm.
it's because women have bad attitudes and disrespectful. So what do y'all think?
That's
is
a
really the
whole
problem?
nother podcast.
No, I mean
That's a
y'all-
whole
y'all-
hour.
That could be an hour-long
That's
I
a
know, but let's just
whole
give 15 minutes.
That's a
15,
mini-series.
20
I
minutes.
mean, man,
Let's just give
man.
15, 20
These
minutes. up.
episodes, this series.
What?
Oh yeah.
But they
You
say-
know a lot of
they
They
things
say
are
that it's
done.
hard. Women say it's hard to find a good man. Men say,
It's
oh, that's
hard-
because y'all
Vice
mouth
versa.
and because y'all disrespectful, and it's just hard to kind of get with you. So whatever.
Well, I mean, you got to look at a lot of women so independent on their own because of bad relationships that they have been in. So now they got to fight and fend for themselves. They got to check their own oil, their own tire pressure. They got to go up and hammer the nail in the wall or pull their own leaves or whatever on their own. So that kind of stuff, you got to look at it. It's not the attitude, it's that you coming in now. And if you're
We're
going
hard
to be this
because
man.
we were made to be hard.
Right, we
had
are
to be
hard.
Right.
We hard
And
because
I
of
want
that.
to. I want to be
And
in my
I
soft
promise you, I
relationship.
wanna be
I'm tired of
soft
being
as
hard.
butter.
I'm sorry.
I promise you, I want to be like butter.
Okay,
Let
My
me help.
tie low right now,
Yeah.
and I want somebody else to do
I
it.
want to pump my own
Right.
gas
Well,
sometimes.
you know what?
But you know, hey.
You got a man right here. I got a question.
Okay, come
Right
on.
after that. What would you prefer? Would you prefer for your woman to be soft or to be strong?
Definitely so.
Definitely so.
So you want her to need you?
That's
Define.
what talk about.
Hold on.
Well, that's just my preference. That's my preference. Every man, they are
Define.
different.
Soft.
They are
What is your definition of a soft woman?
very feminine, very understanding. She listens. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't need her changing the tire or checking the oil.
Trust me, we
things
don't
like
want to.
We don't
Yeah,
want
so
to.
We
that's-
don't want to do
that.
it.
That's the characteristics of femininity to me. Like,
Hold,
Right.
hold that thought. When you use that word feminine, because that's the trending word with men now. She's not feminine enough, or she's a masculine woman.
Mhm.
I want to know definitively, when you say that a woman, you want a feminine woman, what does that mean to you?
she has keeps her nails done, nice hair and everything like that. She takes great care of herself, hygiene, things like that nature. There's a such term as a tomboy or a masculine woman, which a masculine woman can also be very beautiful and stunning as well.
Exactly.
I've dated some masculine women as well,
Okay.
and yes, we bumped heads, but at the same time, she'll get to the point to understanding my side of the view of it. And that's because I tend to take charge, not in a physical way or an aggressive way.
Please
It's just,
control me.
it's it's just a
Make
part of,
me
it's just
sit
a part of
down.
understanding because
I'm
I feel like
ready to
just like she
submit.
said,
I'm
like,
ready to.
Right.
you all had a point
Tired.
about the fact that y'all were so used to doing things.
Yeah.
She was used to doing this. She was used to doing that. So when I came, I was like, no, let me do this. I got that. I got some things I had to think ahead of her.
Ooh,
And I got it
speak.
done. She was like, oh, okay. And she kind of mellowed out.
Right.
That's how that I figured that out.
Make
So
me
do you
sit
feel
down.
like her initially butting heads with you and not letting you lead in the beginning was a matter of her not trusting you?
Oh,
And was
yeah.
it because she didn't know you yet?
It was definitely, it was all together, all above. She definitely
Right.
knows the fact of what she's been through with other men. Okay, when you talking a good game, whatever. But
Right.
Mama
seeing is
paying
believing.
attention to you.
Yeah, seeing is believing. I had to show me what you're talking about. I don't care about all that.
And trust me, we're gonna push you to the point to see
I
how
got a
far you
follow-up
allow us
question
to
about
go.
that. So at what point in your situation of her butting heads with you would you have given up? Like, how far would you allow her to keep saying, no, I got it, or let me do it because she felt like you couldn't do it? How much leeway would you give her before you're like, I'm done, I walk away? Because I feel like we are like that because of what we've been through. And a lot of times we want to be soft and men walk away too soon.
Right.
And that just gives us more anxiety for the next man.
Exactly.
Because this man left. And every time that happens, it makes us a little bit harder.
Okay, this is a different woman. I never really had that happen except for one particular one. Out of total of all the women that I have dated or been with, there's only 3 that was, I guess you could say, masculine. But this one particular one, okay, I left because same scenario. Of course, she's used to doing everything. I come through, it's like, oh, okay, I'm not used to this. I can tell, okay, we vibe. We have to have conversations, we talk, okay, but there was one problem. It was the baby's father. So he, there was no understanding communication between them two. He still felt like he could do whatever. And it was a point where now she's met a new guy. Okay, things are looking good. She's looking good. She's looking better. Things are getting handled. Even the child, what's going on? Who this is? You know what I'm saying? He come over. He want to sit down and watch TV, or he just come bust the door. Be like, come do this and that.
Oh,
and I'm
no.
like, I was
But
like,
that happens a lot.
and I was like, every time that happened though, through the grace of God, I always like right after I left. I'm like, all right, boo, I'm hollering at you. I'm gonna go. Every time I left, he would come by. So what happened? How I knew was her sisters. They was like, hey, look, we gotta tell you something. The last 2 times you came, I think you were a good dude.
Now hold on, that's powerful.
Very.
For some sisters, her own
To tell on
sisters,
To tell on them.
to tell on their sister because
So
they
they
know that they
recognize
that
a
she
good
has
guy.
a good person
Mhm.
and don't want him to get caught up.
But she
You
had
know,
control of stopping him from coming by
Yeah,
there.
that
was
now.
See, guess what?
She could have stopped that because if she was that type of guy, I mean, even though protection orders don't work all the time, but she needed that conversation to let him know that's my okay, this is my man. Even though you're my baby's father, you can't come over here like that no more. You want to talk and communicate with me, then we have to set a time. I'm in a relationship. She could have handled that better.
That's a woman right there. Tell you about this. She's when I came over. The next time I came over, and I had a conversation. And I said, "Hey, what's up with this about old boy coming by, baby C 1 2 3 or whatever?" And she was like, "Oh, I mean, yeah, well, I can't stop. He a grown man. I can't stop him from doing what he
But
wants
he don't live there.
or whatever." And I was like, "Okay, so there's nothing you don't want to prevent it." I said, "So what if I'm here one day and he come by?" I said, "So because I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna handle my business." I said,
Right.
"But I'm trying to give you the
Right.
opportunity to set." Well, oh well,
She's
then
setting you up.
I can't do nothing about that. If he want to come
Cut
by, he
off.
come by. I left.
You
Cut
should,
off.
that's what you should
Cut
have.
off.
And that's
and I'm glad.
Right,
Yeah.
and that's
You
what
did
we were
right
saying
there.
earlier about when is the right time to talk to our parents, our kids about that. Because I did when my sons was in middle school. I talked to them about DV situations.
All the time.
And that's why he was so easy to say, I'm gone.
Good.
I can't do it.
You did
know
the
what I'm
best
saying?
thing. Thank you.
And you do that, but my thing is, it is a lot of women that feel like because this man is my baby's father, he can come over anytime he wants to. He can, just do pop-ups anytime he want to. Cause he said he want to see the kids, and that's when we
She's
have
still
to
seeing
teach
him too.
our right.
Yeah,
That's
She's still
when we have
seeing
to-
him too.
right.
Because
if
they
the
know
shoe on the
relationship.
other foot,
And
She's still
no
seeing
baby
him too.
mama going to
No
no
man
baby house.
house.
That ain't
Right.
happening.
No.
She'll in
Right.
like
No,
Right.
you
Your
ain't got
baby
no
mama and me
control,
ain't sitting
and we're
down
not
together
together.
now.
There's
You're
no
right.
control.
There's the difference between
Yeah.
a woman and
Yeah,
And it's
she was
some-
still seeing
right.
him.
And
And if he could push her door open, he could lay in her bed
right too.
So
You
that's
right.
what it was.
And it's some baby fault. The baby daddy that will stop a woman's blessing.
right.
Mhm.
If she's a
There's
single
so many men that want to shower her with blessings.
Exactly.
I don't care if you got 4 kids, 5 kids, 6 kids. It's a man out there that want to shower you blessings.
Right.
But because you keep letting that baby father kind of manipulate
Or
the
just
head,
another man.
it blocks you from your blessings.
Mhm.
So you need to sit down and automatically, when you separate from if that baby father don't want to be in the home, he don't want to put all his clothes in the closet, he don't want to do all that, then y'all need to have agreement. Then you can only come here, there, that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They do stop blessings, and baby mama stop blessings too.
Same thing.
You know,
Same way.
from that man finding a great woman.
Exactly.
So, wow, that was.
Yeah. So and she just said it too. I couldn't have said that part better myself. In simpler terms, she was like, "Yeah, you're right. There's a difference between a girl and a woman."
Exactly.
So when she was, that answered her question about when she was like, well,
Right.
what does it take when a man stops? Because some women can be a little too. So
Mhm.
a woman to understand when she knows she got a good man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A girl
Right.
wouldn't, a girl wouldn't.
And vice versa.
So how about approachable? Are ladies approachable now in social atmospheres? Like, it's some men that say, man, when I come and I just try to say, hey, what's up? What you want? It's like, he like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Fuck it, you know.
Yeah.
He just gone on, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what are we beginning?
Or the eyes roll.
Yeah, because we do what we just said
Right.
earlier, that we are putting oil in our own cars, we are putting air in our tires, we are doing a lot, we are being great entrepreneurs, we are got great careers, we're doing all this. Do that follow us inside of the clubs and our social life? To when a man comes to us, do we still hold on to that energy of masculinity, woman, and say, now we're
What?
women, now we're not letting the man be a man at the time he should be a man. Now we are still in our business mode. And we come across to him as if we equal to him.
Right.
And a lot of men are saying that's what's going on out here. What do y'all think about that?
It's intimidation.
What
No,
is it?
I mean,
that's
that's
what
just
is it?
Intimidation.
They're
That's all it is.
intimidated.
What, who? The man is intimidated?
The man
So what do
Okay.
we need to do to
Soften that.
Yeah.
Because you
Make
know a
them
lot of guys will look
intimidated.
at you like, well,
Because
she
please,
got her own
if you
car.
see me at the
she
gas
got her
station
own-
putting add my own time,
Right.
please stop and help me.
Me too.
Please. Yeah,
Don't-
but if he stop and help you, I understand that. But when we chilling the way we are now, looking nice, looking lovely and stuff like that, and that man approaches us, do we roll our eyes or do we? It depends on how he look and how he this and that.
It depends on the woman, period.
do we
It's
let our
simply
guard
because
down?
some women just have attitude for no reason anyway.
Right.
So it doesn't really matter about what you have or what career you have. Some women just nasty for no reason. So it depends on the person, you know. Because you can be what? Oprah. Hey, and walk up to her. I'm quite sure she's sweet as pie. But what I'm saying is, if you already got an attitude from coming up with attitude, you're going to always keep an attitude unless something changes you within yourself. So it all plays off in a different ways. It can be because of, you know,
Just the
you
one.
mad at the man because he didn't come over last night. Here comes somebody giving you the world. And you're like, oh, what you want with me? I mean, what's your motive? You know, things like that.
Yeah.
But it all depends on the person.
Yeah.
Period.
Like you
So
said.
that
you was
intimidation.
Like, yeah, because you say you like see how we all sitting right here looking good.
Right.
I gotta be honest with you. She ain't lying. She ain't lying. Like one thing about y'all look very stunning and y'all look very elegant. Y'all have a certain class to yourselves. You look like it. I don't know if y'all probably paid attention to me, but I was standing right there when I first came in, and I couldn't stop smiling at the door when I was watching the whole dinner. Yeah, because I love women. I love women of your stature. So I wanted to come in and talk to you guys. There's a lot of men you wouldn't believe who will come in the same situation, come speak to, hey, well, but they wouldn't want. They'd be too scared to come in here and even say
Because they
two
look
words together.
intimidated.
Because of the fact of how you carry yourself, how you look. Don't dumb down your elegance or your style for a guy who just
Right.
he wants a girl with a bonnet on and some sweat jackets and a t-shirt
Right.
to pump the gas. So that's another thing too. So most times you have to. That's a good thing you got going on right now. You just have to find a guy that's on your level, like a guy who on your level. He will approach you. He will come.
Right.
How you doing, young lady? Or,
Well, a lot of guys told me, oh, you look like you already in a relationship. No. No.
That's just a
Excuse.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, but I'm just, right. But I'm like, no. You know, but still.
the
you know.
wrong type of skill.
Right.
You know?
It really
Yeah,
is.
because you don't
No.
lead with that. You know, I would just come in and introduce myself.
Mhm.
Right.
Or you want to drink or anything like that? How you
Right.
how you feeling? You know,
Sure.
let's vibe and let's talk.
Right.
But all that
Okay.
like you got a man or trying to feel you out. No,
Right.
because I'm trying to. That's the same part of the intimidation.
Right.
I'm not quite sure, so
Mhm.
I gotta see.
And see,
He got
that's the
to
thing.
feed his way.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's just like us. When we go out, we go out and we be looking nice.
Mhm.
Okay. Now we ain't trying to brag. Okay. Not a family.
But we do.
But right. But what I'm saying is we look nice, right? And we
Right.
go to elegant clubs
Exactly.
with men who are,
Mhm.
you know how to post to treat people, whatever.
Right.
But we still get in the background of owners wherever we go,
Mhm.
is they say men really don't approach us because we do look intimidating.
Yeah.
That
And
comes
that's
from
so
a
sad.
business because
That's
we're
why I said
business.
It is
That's why I said
sad.
sad.
It's
Because
business
that's-
women.
That's on our side. Like
Right.
that's sad that we can't. we see a bunch of beautiful women at the table who look like.
Yeah, but these are not low standard clubs. These are high
I know
clubs.
exactly. It's because it goes to
even
confidence.
balls.
It goes
Right.
to confidence, mom. It goes to confidence. Like you see a group of women at a table, they having a good time, they laughing, and let's be genuine. They look like they got their stuff together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whether you, even as a man, even if you do or you don't, just go. Let's go. Hey, y'all doing? Let's what y'all drinking. Like,
Right.
Let's talk. Let's mingle. No, they look like they got this stuff now. The little ratchet ones go over here look like they ain't really got nothing going on. They driving a Toyota Civic 2002. That's where I'm finna go. I'm finna go Mac over here.
Because they're less headache.
Let's.
That's true.
And you can give them
For
$40
like-
Yeah.
and be okay with
Or
it.
some church
Meanwhile, I
chicken.
got a
Dude,
You can
$10
buy a Happy Meal. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Yeah, you can buy a Happy Meal and they satisfied.
McDonald's, no.
And I said the word headache because, and I'm quoting the late Kevin Samuels. He said because of what women of a certain age and occupation and standard, we are headaches, and younger
That's what he
women
said?
are more fun. And they don't come with all the headache that someone that's gonna say,
They do.
hey,
Look at Khadijah.
well,
Exactly.
What you saying?
With a bullet.
That's more of a headache.
With a bullet.
it is.
Right.
However,
You know?
but you know, for a certain kind of man, you know, he probably could have tamed Khadijah with $40, $50, you know,
And just the hair and the nails done.
you know, or
And maybe
whatever.
a glass,
I mean,
take
I
a
get-
gas, and that's it. A box
Right.
of chicken,
I-
and send on our way.
Right, and there are some women, or there are some men that's all that they need. You know, $100, you know, for a weekend is, you know, that's fine. And she kikied and she happy, and you got everything that you need. Well, we gonna require a little bit more than that. You know, a little bit is
That's
subjective.
true.
We're gonna require that.
Right.
A man who's doing what he's supposed to do in life, and when it comes to his spouse or his woman, when it comes to a younger woman trying to pursue a younger woman, that's a headache because she's not going to really understand for some qualities of what goes on in life or what she. So that's going to be a headache for him. But
You got to
the
raise
low,
her.
we'll use this term, a low value man, even if he has money. No, that's what he wants. That's good. I mean, like she said, the McDonald's, maybe just buying a pair of shoes, getting some little nice trinkets
an
here
easy
and
go.
there. Yeah, because it's easier said and done, and he ain't got to do as much as far
Because
as
she
taking
don't
care of his.
require much out of him.
It's not even effective requiring much too, like love, like it's just effective. Like I said, a man who knows doing what he's supposed to do in life, and he's stable, he has a condition going on that where he can provide for the woman and take care. It's nothing to him.
Right.
Come in, sweetheart, let me take care of you.
Right.
A younger woman, that's a headache.
Right.
You know, what I'm saying? A woman who value a grown woman, yeah, no, that's what I need. That's what I want. So the only sad part about that is, like, dealing with you. But I see a man wouldn't know that talking to you if he wouldn't have if they don't come and talk to you. Just because a woman look like she got stuff to do don't mean she won't.
I say, well, if we be in great atmospheres that every women and men have good careers or whatever, but then you'll have some that'll slip through cracks and come in, But the thing is when you say, when you start meeting someone, you start talking about what you do, what y'all do, this, that, and then when you say, well, I love to go on the boats, jet skiing, I love to go on the water, I love to travel, whatever. And then sometimes men be like, shit, that's too much for me. Yeah, we ain't talking about nothing like that. But then sometimes men be like, oh shoot, that's too much for me. She talking about traveling, doing all that. Then they talk to you and then dip, So you have to.
She got to find for who for you. She got to find who for you. It's, maybe like it's that concept there, like, okay, yeah, if she's.
But doesn't that tell y'all that if I just said, this is what I do, I ain't looking for your ass to really pay for it.
Right. That's what I was.
But it
I
will
will say that,
help.
but that's what.
If
we
we
don't
do it.
need y'all
But
to
we're
take
not. I
care
just
of us.
said
We
I
can
already
take
been
care
to
of
fucking Paris.
ourselves.
Okay?
Right.
I asked you, take me.
Yeah.
But
that's-
what I'm saying is, why should that?
I mean, it'll
that
be
should
nice.
be
That intimidates
right.
them.
It would be nice.
That ain't what we
don't need
looking
it.
That's what
for.
I'm saying.
That's
Yeah.
not what we
It's the
looking for.
confidence level.
The confidence level.
Confidence level. Like she said, like, well, I just said that too. Well, y'all got to talking, but
Right.
I was like, just because a woman look like she got her stuff together, don't mean she wants the world. Or whatever. She just
Right.
wants
I
the
can give
world.
myself the
But
world.
he would know that
Right,
if he didn't. He would know that if he didn't just come and mingle and talk and have a good time.
Exactly.
He's already coming to the table with expectations like, okay,
Okay,
Yeah,
because
just-
I
He's
was
looking on the
saying.
outside. He ain't getting up in there
I
to
don't
know.
need
He's
you.
looking on the
I pay
outside.
for my own tires. I just want you to take the car and get
Get it.
them put on.
It's just that, yeah, it's like an equal thing. And a lot of men think that a woman just want him to solely do everything, and that should not a relationship should be.
Mm-mm.
He should be a provider. It's
He
definitely.
definitely should be a
But
provider.
it's at a point where
But it's
it's
not
some
all
women
that
like
we
how
want.
we are, and I'm quite sure there's a million others out there like that, is that, hey, I got you if need be.
Right.
I got you even just to say, I'm thinking about you.
Mhm.
It's things like that, but it's like, nah. But anyway, any last question for him?
I just want to say this. I always say the only thing that I look for in a relationship is for a man to tell me, I got you, and then actually have
Have
me.
you.
That's all I want.
Not just
You
my
ain't
back,
gotta
but
go
my
up.
side
Yes.
too.
If I say
All
I'm
around, because
going
I got
through
you.
something, I want you to say I got you, and then actually have me.
And just
Actually have my back.
Anything else anybody got to say
No.
for our last
No,
closing?
no.
No.
You
it's
know.
been real. I know that.
I enjoyed
Awesome.
it.
I enjoyed all of
you
it.
have to say
Enjoyed you too. Kat.
anything you want to say about for the men to us?
I mean, I feel like I said
You did.
what
You
was,
did.
self-explanatory, what was already known. So, it's
Okay.
just, me personally, like I say, I'm just different. I'm very confident. I love women. So, the average guy, they don't think like me. Like me and my friends, I guess the people, what they say, birds of a feather. Because my friends, they the same way. Some of them are dogs, I ain't gonna lie, but some of them are good men. You know, they got their stuff together, so it's just pick of the fruit.
Right.
Pick which one is best for you. So.
All right then, and we was glad. I know everybody's so glad to see Jay back, and everybody, all the new subscribers who don't know, Jay is my son, and I know a lot of people say we went to the mall one time, and he was like, "Mama, you cramping my style," because they really thought I was his girlfriend.
Y'all gotta
I
stop
was
that.
not his
Y'all gotta
girlfriend.
stop that.
That's my son, everyone. Okay, that's my oldest.
Y'all need a T-shirt when you go out.
I know, right?
Mother,
I'm
son.
a mother. You know, y'all can
Son.
still hit. You know, you still.
Yeah.
Our emails used to be banging. Where he at? Where he at? So yeah, but anyway, anybody last closing statements? That's all I want to tell everybody. Thank you so much. The Knowledge family, the team, the girls, the homies, the best friends, my son. We all appreciate y'all so much for showing us so much love. Thank you. Let us know how y'all love all of us talking and having this discussion. And was you interested? Just let us know. Who did you really want to agree with and all that good stuff? Please put it in the comment section. We love y'all.
Oh, they gonna
That's
let you
all
know.
I got to say.
They gonna let us
Stop.
know.
Yeah,
They gonna
stop.
stop.
Gain knowledge
They gonna let you know.
know. And we all know what that means. The more you know, the harder it is for anybody to block y'all from your goals and success. Bye-bye.